Hello and welcome to part 2. Here is a lovely rose called Pearldrift. Very beautiful and stunning white blooms that change from pink and age to white. This rose is called Sir Emmanuel or Sister Emmanuel. It is a hybrid tea with a very beautiful old rose fragrance, kind of a bit like myrrh. And this is really lovely. It starts off with like a deeper pink and then fades out. This is in full sun, so the colour's slightly bleached out, but it is more of a lavender colour. This rose is a Harkness rose. This one is called Dr. Susan Michaels. Very pretty, new for me this year. Very, very unusual. I love the undersides. Would make a good cut flower, I think. This rose here is called Scarborough Fair. It is an English Alba rose. Very beautiful, lovely fragrance. Has more of an open cup shape. Have a lot more buds to come. And this is one that I recently got where you could get two David Austins for £50. So I got this one and Tottering By Gently. Very beautiful. And loads of pink. Looking very beautiful today. See if I can detect the fragrance. Compared to its original plant, it has no fragrance, unfortunately. It's very rare for a sport not to produce any fragrance, but I still love it. It's very pretty. Lovely rose here is the oldest rose that I have in my garden. I lost the tag, and one day I suddenly remembered what the name of it was, and I looked it up, and it is it. This is a old Cordes rose. It was released in 1995, and it's called Flower Power. It has a lovely sweet fragrance and comes back for me reliably every year. This rose is called Polka. It's a new rose for me this year. I bought it from eBay, believe it or not. And it's a climbing rose, but I grow it as a shrub. It has beautiful wavy petals. It's supposed to have a strong fragrance, but I don't detect anything currently. But as with all Cordes roses, very healthy. Here we have a Floribunda rose called One Love. I got this from Peter Beals. A beautiful orange rose. This rose is called Storyteller. It is a Dixon's rose and has lovely cream open blooms that fade out to white. It's very pretty, and one I've had in my garden for a few years now, but this is one of my favourites, and it has a nice sweet fragrance to it. And this is Storyteller. This rose here is called Katie's Rose. It's a new one for me this year. It has these pretty little, I suppose, marooned purple flowers. Slight fragrance, very pretty, and overall it's quite healthy. I'll keep you updated on this one. This rose is called 20th Anniversary Rose. It is sold by Friars. It is also known in Europe as Icevogel or Kingfisher. Very beautiful colour. Still quite a small plant, but it is only first year. This rose is Loyal Companion, a Peter Beals rose. It's very pretty, another open variety, light fragrance. This rose is called Golden Beauty, also known as South Africa. Very, very beautiful orange blooms. I love this one. This is in its second flush now, but there seems to be more blooms this time round. This next rose is called the Crocus Rose. It's an older David Austin variety. It has a light fragrance, which is quite pleasant. I can't really describe what the fragrance is. I'm not a connoisseur of fragrances, unfortunately, but it does smell quite nice. And this is the Crocus Rose. Let me just show you what it looks like in the sunshine. Very beautiful. This next variety is called Evelyn May. It is a Peter Beals rose and is a shrub rose. Lovely orange colour, opens out so you can have the stamens, beautiful buds, lovely healthy foliage. And that's Evelyn May. This next rose is called Westerland. It is related to the Rubiginosa family, the sweetbriars. It is a short climber and it can also be grown as a shrub. Got quite a lot of buds coming. Lovely fragrance, beautiful colour. And this is Westerland. This next rose is called Lichtkönigin Lucia, or as I call it, Light Queen Lucy. Is a small climber to shrub, and it's within the Rubiginosa line, as I was telling you. Has a lovely fragrance. Lovely yellow, doesn't fade. Really lovely. And being a Cordes rose, as you can see, very healthy. So this is Lichtkönigin Lucia. And next we have Donahue. This is a new David Austin rose for me this year. Very pretty, what I call balloon-like flowers. They normally start out like this and you have like this cone. And today they look much better. Nice colour. And the bud is orange, red, and then opens out. Healthy foliage. The fragrance is fruity and smells like honey. There are other elements, but I can't place them. It just has a very pleasant fragrance. So this is Donahue. And here we have Quatre Saisons, or the autumn damask rose. Looking very beautiful. It's been in bloom for weeks. And it's still putting out more and more buds. It is most likely the strongest fragrance in the garden. And really couldn't be without this one, especially if you like old roses. I recommend you get it. And here are some more. Very, very beautiful. This next rose is called Sweet Jessica. I think it's a weeks rose. It doesn't grow very tall. I suppose it's just what I'd call a patio rose, but it is very fragrant and looks really lovely. Has sort of wavy petals. I suppose quite similarly to Marie Curie. So this one's Sweet Jessica. This next rose is called the Alexandra Rose, and it is a David Austin rose within the Alba hybrids. Lovely open blooms. These two-tone colours with the yellow I'd say like a watermelon pink. See if it's fragrant. Oh yes, there is a bit of fragrance to it. Very beautiful in these clusters. And this is the Alexandra rose. And this rose is called Fleur Royale. It is another Phenogena rose. Lovely fragrance, beautiful form. I walked past this in the garden centre and I could smell it, and I thought, yep, this is the one for me. And this is why I like these Phenogena roses, because you get the health, you get the form, and you get the fragrance, and they don't grow too tall. They're quite reliable. This is all known as Renee van Vegberg, I think that's how you pronounce it, on the continent, and known as Fleur Royale here in the UK. And this next rose, I believe it's a hybrid tea. I've had it for a few years now, but I don't know what the name of it is. Lovely glowing orange, nice tea fragrance, and is very beautiful. Sadly, don't know what it's called. This rose is called Pink Abundance. It is a Harkness rose. Very lovely cupped old-fashioned blooms. It's hard to get it in there because it's so sunny at the moment. And that's Pink Abundance. This next rose is called Gorgeous. It is a Poulsen rose hybrid tea. Very beautiful colour. Sadly, not much fragrance. And that is Gorgeous. This rose is called Dusky Maiden. It is an old floribunda. Has lovely maroon colour flowers that open out. This is related to an older David Austin rose called Chianti. It's very lovely. Here we have Pear, just starting to open again. Some older blooms. And here is Queen Anne. Another David Austin rose, very beautiful. This rose is called Congratulations. I think it also goes by Pearl Abundance. It is a Harkness rose. Very lovely, healthy foliage. Pleasant fragrance. This rose here is called Madrigal. It is a Harkness shrub rose. Very beautiful, lovely fragrance. And this rose here is Louise Clements. A very beautiful rose. Lovely fragrance. This rose is an old David Austin rose. This is called Leander. It has beautiful orange to peach and then to pink flowered blooms. Lovely and fragrant. And this is Leander. And this rose is called La Sevillana, a shrub rose. Has lovely wavy petals. Looking very stunning at the moment. And this rose is called St. Ethelberga. Looking really, really beautiful at the moment. A Peter Beals rose. Very strong fragrance. And this unusual rose here is called Chrysalis. It has a sort of ashen grey with a slight cafe tinge to it, if that makes any sense. It has a lovely pleasant fragrance and is new for me. I mentioned in my previous video that I got this from Tanya's garden, like a few other roses, and this one turned out to be right. But unfortunately, lots of people have been reporting that the roses that they've ordered, particularly the David Austins from her, haven't been the right roses. And I think she's closed down her shop now, and I don't think she'll be trading anymore, which is a shame, especially for those who have the wrong varieties. But thankfully this one was the right one for me, and I wanted it because of this colour. So this is Chrysalis. This rose is Phoenix. Has a lot more flowers coming out now. Fades out and has an almost antique look to it. This rose is called Raspberry Parfuma. It is new for me. Looks very beautiful and has a very lovely old rose fragrance. And this rose here is called Delightful Parfuma. It has a beautiful fragrance. Very healthy. This rose is called Jeff Hamilton. It is an older David Austin rose. Still not sure why it's been discontinued. It is also the parent to some of the Parfuma collection, such as Summer Romance, Fruity Parfuma, as well as Earth Angel. So this is Jeff Hamilton. This next rose is English Garden and is one for JJ. It has very large blooms of a very strong tea fragrance. Have lots more birds coming. Very happy with this one. Definitely get it if you can. And before I go, I'll just show you what my garden looks like. All of my roses are in pots or containers, whichever one you want to say. And it's easy for where I live currently. And here is a wide shot of my roses, and thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you again soon. Bye bye.